Bonjour YouTube fam, HIGHnRICH here, and today we're talking about how you can make your Instagram look better. Intro. How do we still not have an So just before we start this video, you have to understand the title. I'm not saying this is how to get more Instagram followers. I'm saying this is how to make your Instagram look better. It's basically just to take better photos actually. I don't know why I named it that. Honestly, it's just some clickbait. Straight off the bat, I'm just gonna say get Adobe Lightroom on your phone. It is actually available on mobile now. It looks like this. So basically what that does is like, it's a photo, it's more like a photo editor, it's not a photo manipulator. You know, Photoshop is a photo manipulator. Adobe Lightroom is a photo editor. Now I know a lot of people like the whole natural look of photos and they don't really want to edit it, but basically what Lightroom is doing is, Lightroom is taking the beauty of the photo and it's just pulling it out more depending on the edits that you do to it. So basically what Lightroom is like, look at it like, Lightroom is a microwave, okay? And you have a little photo there, a little natural photo. And the photo is like your favorite dish that you're taking out of the refrigerator. And then you're going to put it in Lightroom, you're going to put it in the microwave, put the microwave on, do all the cool settings that your microwave can do. I just put it on like 3 minutes. Anyway, and then take the food out again. The food is much more enjoyable now because it's warm. And like literally on Lightroom there is a temperature slider which you can adjust to make the photo look warmer or look colder depending on how you felt the day you were there taking that photo. So Lightroom is quite a vital tool when you want to take better photos, because I mean you can take a photo that looks like this and you can turn it into a photo that looks like this. See, much better. It's actually jumping off the screen. Anyway, moving on. The next one is to use the rule of thirds. So if you don't know what the rule of thirds is, basically the rule of thirds is the little grid that you get on the screen while you're taking a photo. So basically if you want to take a photo of a subject, maybe your girlfriend, your wife, your brother, whoever you want to take it could even be an object. If you want to take a photo of your object, that's your subject, and you want to get enough of the background in on both sides, but you still want the photo to be nicely composed. So basically what you do is you put the subject on the grid lines. I don't know where my grid lines is, but let me just check. Okay, I don't know, I can't see where my grid lines is, but you're going to put your subject on the intersection point of the grid lines and you will get enough of this side of the photo to show the background, and you will get enough of this side as well, but your subject will still be in the photo, placed at a decent spot. So your photo is already better composed. Even when you take selfies and you have your phone like straight up like that, the rule of thirds will still apply. You put your eyes on the intersection of two of the grid lines and you take the selfie, you'll see you'll have a lot of the background. So that works quite well. Actually put your grid lines on right now, I'll actually wait for you. See, you still have to go into settings and all that. It's not that easy, man. Anyway, the next point is to actually turn your phone sideways, because that picture looks so much better. Okay, having a phone straight up is good for Snapchat stories, good for Instagram stories. But if you're gonna post something that you want to last long, you actually have to turn your phone sideways and capture the photo like that, because you get a wider frame. So you can tell a better story within that frame. And the rule of thirds looks much better when the phone is on its side. The next one is framing. So basically you're gonna take a photo and you set yourself up to take this photo, and you have to actually look what is in frame. You have to see that everything is in frame. Like if you're gonna take a photo and something is out of frame, it's not gonna be symmetrical with the other side of the photo, so your photo is already gonna look a bit off. Like I've deleted a lot of good photos, but I decided it was bad just because something was not in frame. And okay, let's just have a moment for all those photos I've deleted. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is you have to get your framing right. Think about the story you want to tell. I mean, even if you look at my screen, everything is in a decent frame. The wall is in frame over there. The photo behind me is supposed to be symmetrical, but I mean, I'm moving around a lot. And even that little piano thingy over there, that's just in frame. And framing kind of helps with symmetry, because I mean, if you're not going to have one side of the photo in frame, it's going to look very unbalanced with the other side of the photo. I recently took a group photo at work. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing, and I didn't get two of the pillars of the stairs in frame, and the photo looked absolutely horrible. I don't know how my employees say the photos look nice, because whoo, people who take a lot of selfies are very good at framing. I mean, you can see them all around. They're taking a group selfie and are you in? Are you in? Are you in? You're not in there on the other side. And they managed to get everyone in frame, and that is brilliant. So framing matters more than anything I'm mentioning in this video, because if you don't have everything in frame, you ain't got no photo game. Okay, and finally, when you're taking a photo, change your perspective. I mean, You see a lot of photos of, let's say, Table Mountain on the internet, and everyone's getting Table Mountain with the ocean in front of it. That's cool. And Table Mountain and the ocean, another one, ocean. It's all kind of the same photos, probably just edited a bit better. It's probably taken by a different photographer. So you decide you also want to take a photo of Table Mountain. So you actually stop and you think, okay, you're taking a photo of Table Mountain, but you don't want it to look like all the other photos. So what you do is you drive a little bit closer to Table Mountain, and you don't set up your tripod over here. You set your tripod a little bit lower, so you can actually capture how big the mountain actually looks, so that it looks big in the photo. And I'm not saying it is gonna work, but maybe you get a great photo, you throw it into Lightroom, you edit it up a little, make it pop, get it onto your Instagram, and everyone's just double tapping, Table Mountain, hashtag Cape Town, hashtag Table Mountain, hashtag photography, and it goes crazy. I mean, you're gonna see your friend later the day, you look at his phone, he's like, bro, why is there a hole in your phone? You're gonna be like, nah, I was double tapping your pics, bro, your Instagram is looking, oh my word, look, I'm still going. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I'm not saying it is going to happen. Also in perspective, like, you have to know when to use and when to break the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is actually very, very important. Gee whiz, I didn't even realize that until I started making this video. Oh my word. Because sometimes when you're taking a picture of two subjects and you're trying to use the rule of thirds, but the subjects look too close to each other, you could just take them a bit off the line of the rule of thirds and it will look much better. Or one subject could be on the intersection of two of the lines and another subject could be in the space of the rule of thirds. You need to play around with it. And I recently took a photo of me and the clone, and basically I used the rule of thirds. I was on the one line, he was on the other line, and the piano was in the space of the grid. So you have to mess around with it. You must know when to use the rule, and you must know when to break the rule a little bit. Also under perspective, try to take photos through things. I mean, you try to give yourself a foreground, you try to give yourself a background, you place your subject right in the middle of that photo and you manual focus it to focus on that subject. Woo, woo. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please don't be afraid to whack the grayness out of that like button. If you want to see more of this kind of video, please comment and subscribe. And if you're going to take some photos and this video helped you, tag me on Instagram. I want to go double tapping the crap out of my phone. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Okay, here we go. That is a good one. That's a good take.